Hey, Scott Sambucci here, creator of the Startup Selling Sales Coaching Program. Today in the Monday Morning Sales Challenge, what I want to talk to you about is price and how if price is becoming an issue for you in your sales opportunities, it means you're probably doing something wrong in your sales process. So last week on Friday on one of our group calls with our customers, our clients as part of the Startup Selling Program, we got into this really long conversation around price. So I had this one client who kept getting asked for a quote, asked for a quote, asked for a quote. And every time they send a quote, they'd never get the business. And so as we started peeling this back, what we realized is that the reason they weren't getting the business wasn't about the price, it's that they hadn't shown the correct value or the appropriate value for the price that they were giving. And so this brings me to three principles, three ideas that I want to share here with you today. So the first one is that price should not be a combative situation. So if we've gone through the sales process, we're talking about sometimes weeks or even months or longer with a potential customer. We've been collaborating with them, we've been working through, we've been teaching them about our product and helping them understand their problem and how we're going to solve that problem. If we've gone through that entire process, we shouldn't be at the end where all of a sudden that collaborative environment turns into this like head-to-head, hey, now we got to talk about price. Price should just be a natural outflow of all of that learning, of all of that teaching that you're doing alongside your clients about their problem. And that brings me to the second point. And the second point is that price is only an issue in the absence of value. So if I think about in my past, and if I think about the clients that I'm working with now, in every situation, my best clients, and of course I'm only thinking about the best clients here, are the ones that as they've walked through that sales process, they've gotten to the end and they were happy to pay whatever it was that I was charging, whether it was a data platform that I was selling to somebody or analytics, or it was a software platform that I was selling to a bank, or it's any of the clients that I work with now as part of the Startup Selling Program. Once we've understood the value of that product or service, then it was easy for them to say yes, and they were happy to pay the amount of money that was being charged. And the third piece that I really want to share with you about price, the thing that might even be the most important, is that price should be that natural outflow of your sales process. So look at your sales process, and this is fundamentally the challenge that I'm asking you to do with yourself today, is think about your sales process, and are you answering 4 critical questions for your customers so that price never becomes an issue? And those 4 questions are, hey, what problem are we solving? Who am I selling to? Do I have the right buyers in mind? Am I talking to the right decision makers? Why would those buyers be interested in buying? What's the clear return on investment in terms of revenue or cost or efficiency or risk? And finally, have I given those customers a super clear implementation plan so that when they do sign that contract with me, that there's no perception of risk, that they're really clear about what it is that they're buying? So that's my sales challenge for you today, is that if you're feeling like you're getting beat up because of price, it's not because your price is too high, it's because you haven't shown enough value to your potential customers. So what I want you to do, if price is an ongoing issue for you, after this video, if you look on this page, there's a link to a podcast interview that I've just released. And that podcast interview is with Patrick Campbell, who is the co-founder and CEO of Price Intelligently. And Price Intelligently focuses on helping SaaS companies and technology companies understand how to optimize their pricing structure. And so Patrick and I spent over a half an hour riffing on price, and I learned a ton in that podcast interview from Patrick about price. So I highly encourage you, if price is becoming an issue for you, go ahead and click on that link and listen to that podcast interview. So that's it for today. That's the Monday Morning Sales Challenge. Think about how you're approaching price and whether or not your obstacles and your objections are really just a question of, hey, I'm not sure how much value I'm getting. So thanks for watching. This is Scott Sambucci with the Startup Selling Coaching Program, signing off.